Hello everybody and welcome to the Simple Secrets from the Wedding Pros podcast. My name is Mitch. I'm the owner of Dayton Mobile DJ here in West Carrollton, Ohio. And I'm joined today with my friend David from Airborne Entertainment, based out of Miamisburg, Ohio. And we are both from the Dayton, Ohio area, but if you guys are from outside the region, hopefully this podcast will still help you plan your perfect wedding. That is the goal of this podcast. Today we're actually going to be talking about wedding dates, specifically some of the dates that you guys should be looking at early. If you are looking at very popular wedding dates, they're probably going to be gone with all the popular venues and any of the wedding pros that are in your area. Me and David are both DJs. In your experience, how far out should you book a DJ?
I mean, safely 6 months or longer, and that's if
Oh,
you're
great.
in the first 6 months of the year. If you're wanting a fall wedding, probably the beginning of the calendar year.
I've always thought for more of the peak season, so May, June, September, October, you should probably stick to about a year out. If you are anywhere off of that 6 months, I think would be a safe bet.
Mm-hmm.
So we've actually compiled some of the most popular wedding dates for 2019 that we've had requested on our website, or dates that we just think have a significance to why you should pick that date. So I'm going to read through them real fast, and then we'll recap some of the ones that we've gone through. So I have September 7th. That is actually the most requested date on my website. September 14th, May 25th, June 1st, June 8th, June 15th, October 19th, May the 4th be with you, May 18th, October 5th, and September 21st. Well, let's start at the bottom. September 21st, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yep.
Do you remember the 21st night of September? That is going to be a really popular wedding date this year.
Mm-hmm.
I personally have that date booked. You have that date booked as well. Some venues, you might still be able to find that date. That's a really popular wedding date. It's got a lot of significance. Out of all those dates, which one do you think would be your favorite?
Well, May 25th, because that's my birthday.
Easy
And
enough.
Also, it's Memorial Day weekend. You know, it's spring is in the air.
Absolutely.
People have time off from work and can travel. So around any of those.
Speaking of Memorial Day weekend, we actually marked the dates for Memorial Day and Labor Day for 2019 and 2020, just so you guys don't have to think of it off the top of your head. So Memorial Day is in May. It's May 27th, 2019, and May 25th in 2020. Labor Day is September 2nd, 2019, and September 7th, 2020. So those are obviously days that majority of people are going to have that Monday off.
Mm-hmm.
So that extends that whole weekend out to where Friday, Saturday, and Sunday people are more apt to go to more parties. You get an extra day of festivities pretty much.
And that opens up the rare Sunday wedding, because some people don't like to have Sunday weddings because everyone has to go back to work on Monday.
Now, holidays, Labor Day and Memorial Day are kind of different, but you mentioned holidays, there is an upcharge for a holiday.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just something you need to look at whenever you're talking about anybody in any profession. If they're going to be working on a holiday, you're going to be paying a little more money.
Making me take time away from my family, and to celebrate the holiday myself. I'm happy to work with you, but there will be an extra charge.
Now, Memorial Day and Labor Day, man, they're kind of on the verge. Now, in one spot, we do get a long weekend where we can go out with our family because kids have off school, wives don't have to work. We can take that long weekend to do something. Now, in the service industry, Labor Day and Memorial Day extends it. So you guys may be able to get a discount for a Sunday, because most places discount for Sundays, and you have that extra Sunday during the week. So those are two great weekends. May the 4th, we talked about this a lot before we started recording. May the 4th be with you, and then Revenge of the 5th or Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
Very popular weekend. I'm open that day.
Yeah.
We actually just had a recent cancellation, but May the 4th is another one of the ones that is the most popular click date on my website.
Star Wars Day. Get your fans out there, your Star Wars fans. That's an excuse to do some cosplay.
An excuse to geek out.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
I will be doing it myself.
Use the lightsabers as the grand entrance, and get some photo booth props that are themed toward it. Yeah, you can do a lot of fun with May the 4th. And June is just popular in 2019.
Yeah. School's out.
Yep.
And summer started.
June is warm, but it's not too hot. June is just going by really quick. I feel like my June booked up like that.
Yeah.
And same as September. September is another one of those ones where everybody's vacations are over, school's starting back, it's starting to cool down, it's still warm enough outside to have an outside wedding. There's a lot of reasons to have it in September. Yeah. September is the most popular month, and we had 3 dates listed on there in June and September both. Mm-hmm. Another few things to note. I know we talked about it a little bit before, but it seems like every year, Mother's Day. Yeah. It's not a date that people think about when they're going through looking at their dates. Like, oh yeah, that's Mother's Day. It's not even a date that pops up in the Google Calendar every year. It's something that you have to click to make it add.
Sunday. It's a Sunday holiday, so you're not getting time off work for Mother's Day, so it's not at the top of your head. Yeah,
so nobody's thinking about it. And it seems like every year I book a wedding on Mother's Day before I see it. But May the 12th, 2019, and May the 10th, 2020. Keep that in mind when you guys are planning your wedding. If you want to have your wedding on Mother's Day, we'll probably still do it anyway, but I just wanted to throw out the dates.
It'll be an interesting day. It'll be 5, 10, 20.
Hey, I'm okay with that. That's
fun days, easy days to remember.
Just like 10, 10, 20. 10 plus 10 equals 20. October 10th is a Saturday. That's my favorite wedding date right now. I just think that's cool. Father's Day, not as important as Mother's Day, obviously. Yeah, June 16th, 2019, and June 21st, 2020. These are just fun dates for you guys to just, as you're planning your wedding, these are dates you need to think about. Leap year.
It's coming up.
It is.
Yep.
It is a Saturday in 2020.
February 29th.
Yeah, February 29th. Just in case you didn't know that. There's only 28 days in February, except for every 4 years. 2020, February 29th is dropping on a Saturday. Now, as I was doing research, because I researched for this episode, apparently having a baby or having a wedding on leap year is bad luck.
Well, you're only having an anniversary every 4 years.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
It's less gifts. Less gifts you gotta buy.
I think it's fun. It would be a really memorable day, and then you get to just pick whatever day you want to celebrate your anniversary on every other year. But it got me thinking about Friday the 13th, because Friday the 13th is bad luck.
Yeah, it's scary.
It depends. I disagree. I think Friday the 13th is memorable. I think it's a lot of fun, and it seems like I do a lot of events on Friday the 13th. So I marked those dates down as well. We have September and December 2019. This is September and December 13th, 2019. And then March and November in 2020 is going to have a Friday on the 13th.
Those are good days.
So those are something to keep in mind. And then one last thing that I had to talk about, because I feel like there's a lot of weird people out there. Halloween is on a Saturday in 2020 as well. So 2020 is going to be a big year. There's going to be a lot of popular Saturdays.
Mm-hmm. Double up on parties, Halloween and wedding reception.
Yep.
Get 2 birds stoned at once.
I 2 or 3 years ago, we did a wedding. I don't think it was a Saturday, but it was on Halloween, and people came in Halloween costumes. It was fun. I mean, it's something different. Now, I know we talked about it. Another thing that people need to keep in mind is every wedding professional has certain dates that they celebrate for different things. Kids' birthdays, wedding anniversaries, parents' birthdays. A lot of people are very sentimental about different dates. I will DJ on my birthday. How do you feel about that?
Like I said, my birthday is May 25th. I've done weddings on my birthday the past 2 years, and with it being a Saturday this year, probably going to be doing it again.
And I luck out. My wife's birthday and my son's birthday are both in January and February, which is obviously wedding off season. I mean, people still have their weddings in January and February. You could definitely call me if you guys are having a wedding in January, February. But typically, those are wedding planning seasons, and that's when people are kind of taking it off. They got school, they got all kinds of other stuff. But my daughter's birthday is in August, so I have to take off my daughter's birthday. And a great wedding professional has their wedding the first weekend in October, which is the most popular wedding weekend of the year. It's the cheapest time to travel for honeymoons. It's the perfect weather. So me and my wife took advantage of that, had our wedding on October 4th. So I don't get to DJ on October 4th ever. And of course it's falling on Friday next year. So we're going to California. Yes, 5 years. So we're going to celebrate that. Any other dates that you think we need to talk about?
I mean, we hit most of the holidays. You know, you got July 4th also. July 4th weekend is always popular.
That's true. Yeah.
Fireworks going off. People are already
And we did talk
celebrating.
about July 4th in 2019 is on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So most places are probably going to set off their fireworks on the 5th, 6th, or 7th.
Yeah.
So if you plan it out right, maybe everybody can go outside and watch some fireworks
Yeah.
and then come back in and party.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
When you're planning a wedding, who determines the wedding day other than the bride and groom?
Their families and their availability, but we don't get to pick their day.
I
We can
believe
give
the
suggestions.
venue
Oh yeah,
is the
definitely
picking
the venue.
Yep.
If you got a specific venue in mind, be flexible. Especially if it's a very nice or very popular venue, be flexible. I've had done a wedding in December because this couple really wanted the venue.
Yep.
And that was the next available day.
And that's usually where the weddings fall on Sundays, is
Mhm.
if the venue is just a venue that they're in love with. And that's definitely something you guys should keep in consideration. One of the other episodes that me and Angela talked about, it is all about priorities. Is the venue
Yes,
one of the most important
yes.
things to you? Stick with the venue and
Yeah.
work around their schedule.
Yeah.
If you guys are really particular on a date, a lot of the regular wedding venues that are just wedding venues, they're going to book up quick, and the popular dates are going to be gone a year, 2 years in advance. Contact a hotel. A lot of the hotels have banquet halls, and they will give you really good rates, and sometimes they will even have in-house catering, so they will give you the room for free if you use their catering.
So many venues, so many options.
There are.
It's endless, from friends, affluent friends with great properties, up to the popular wedding venues
Absolutely.
and everything there in between.
You pop down a tent anywhere, and we can bring a generator, and we'll throw a party. It's easy as that.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us. David, thanks for joining me on this episode and having this conversation with me. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Simple Secrets from the Wedding Pros podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did like this video, please click like, leave a comment down below, or share the video so that somebody else can join in on all of this fun that we're having here on our wedding podcast. So thanks again for joining us. David,
Thanks for having me.
we'll see you next time.
All right.